he sees him praying at Kuthban al-Ahmar, at the place in Sinai, in his grave, which is a proof of the Ahl Sunnah that the prophets are alive in their graves. So people that say the prophet's dead, he died a physical death, but the prophets are not dead. None of the prophets are dead. The prophets are alive. The shuhada are alive. And then he met the other prophets. So if they were dead, how did he meet them? Because that's all Sahih Hadith. Like he met, first of all, he met them at the Bayt al-Maqdis, at the Masjid al-Aqsa. And they asked him to lead the prayer. In fact, Ibrahim alayhi salam, when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, أثنى الأنبياء على الله وكنت مثنيا. They were praising God and I was praising God. And one of the things that he said was, Alhamdulillah, Subhanaka, Ahmaduka, I'm praising you. And then he said, you made me a mercy to all the worlds. And Ibrahim said, Bihada fadilta alayna. By this, you have this preference. Is that your rahmah extends to all the worlds. And that's when they asked him to lead the prayer. So he led the prayer. And his heart, according to one riwayah, was washed also again at that point. There's 3 riwayah that the heart was washed. Now, the physical washing of his heart that took place when he was just a few years old. He was a little boy they were playing. He was playing with his nurse, his brother in nursing, أخوه في الرضاعة. And the little boy saw the 2 angels came and شق صدره, and he ran to tell Halima Sa'diyah what had happened. But what's interesting about that story is, again, it was something, the idea of taking a heart out and washing the heart, and was something just beyond imagination at that time. It's something that happens every day in our civilization. I mean, this is one of the things that سَنُرِيهِمْ آيَاتِنَا فِي الْآفَاقِ وَفِي أَنفُسِهِمْ حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ لَهُمْ أَنَّهُ الْحَقِّ. We will continue to show them our signs until it becomes clear. But if you look at what happened, his heart was put into a basin of ice, which is what you do when you take a heart out. They put it on, they put it in some cool temperature to slow down the metabolic rate so that the cells don't die. And then they pour over a cryonic fluid, which is high in potassium and calcium and electrolytes. So they have electrolytic fluid that they pour over, which is what the angels did according to the riwayah. They're pouring over the Zamzam, which is very salty water, over the heart. And then they put it back in his chest. But the Sahaba said that they saw the scar. Like if you've ever seen anybody that's had open heart surgery, they have that very scar. They saw a fine scar down the front of his chest from the splitting of the chest. So that occurred, and according to the hadith, he was washed. The tas that they used, every prophet had their heart washed. All the prophets had their heart washed. And that tas, the original tas, was the same one. It's always used, the same one. So their hearts are all washed in the same